All right, now let's shift our focus to Jammu and Kashmir, wherein crackdown on terror ecosystem continues. 4 government employees have been sacked in Jammu and Kashmir, and they have been sacked for their terror links. So this is a big development coming in from Jammu and Kashmir, wherein the action has been taken against 4 government employees as far as their alleged terror links are concerned. Let me go across to my colleague Pradeep over the phone line. Pradeep, take us to all the details on this crackdown.
Government is continuing with the Jammu and Kashmir government is continuing with the policy of zero tolerance towards terror. The 4 government employees have been sacked for their alleged involvement in the terror-related activities, which includes one police constable, a doctor, a laboratory bearer, and a higher education department official. Now it's a matter of concern. See, the person who is in the police department, whose job is basically to ensure law and order situation and to fight against terror. If such persons are involved in the terror-related activities, obvious reason is that the government is not going to spare them. The same is the case with the teacher, whose job is to basically channelize energy of the youth in the right direction. And here in this case, it was seen that teacher was not only radicalizing youngsters, but he was also involved in the terror-related activities. Somewhere he was trying to propagate and promote their ideas. That's one of the reasons that for long they were under scanner. It was only after proper scrutiny and scanning their track record that the government has finally taken a decision. During the last 1.5 years, more than 200 government employees have so far been sacked for their terror-related activities. Gone are the days when there used to be premium on separatism and incentivization of terror used to continue. Now the government has sent a very loud and clear message that anybody who will be supporting terror-related activities will not be spared, even if he is in the police department or in the education sector. So that way they are trying to also send a message to the other. If you are getting involved in any terror-related activities, obviously that the X is also going to fall on you. So this by sacking these government officials, the government is very clear in its stand. Because earlier we had seen that many a time the people used to be involved in the terror-related activity, they used to get the salary. It was basically yours and my taxpayers' money that they used to enjoy. But unfortunately, they used to work on the other side of the fence. They used to work for the terror-related activities. But now the government is clear, because we have seen Sayyid Salahuddin, who the terror commander sitting in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. His 2 sons have also been sacked. Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani, who was a late separatist leader, he is a grandson who was given the backdoor entry in SKICC. He was
All right, we'll try to sort the connection out, but the latest developments coming in from Jammu and Kashmir, wherein 4 government employees have been sacked when it comes to a crackdown on terror ecosystem. They have been sacked for the alleged terror linked. So such kind of actions have been taken in the past as well, wherein the administration is clearly pushing the war against terrorist ecosystem and its key stakeholders who were inducted into the government machinery by political regimes of different shades in the past. In fact, in the last 3 years, the administration has, of course, invoked 3112C of the Constitution of India to sack more than 50 employees who were operating in shadows within the government and drawing salary from the public exchequer. My colleague Swati is also joining us from the newsroom with more details. Yes, Swati.
Individuals in the past have been dismissed. This action continues. Crackdown on individuals who are associated in any form or manner with terror organizations are under the lens, and action is being taken against them. We are getting you this press release by the government of Jammu and Kashmir General Administration Department talking about the dismissal of Saleem Rather, lab bearer in higher education department, and this is what it says. The LG is satisfied after considering the facts and circumstances of the case and on the basis of the information available that the activities of Mr. Saleem Rather, lab bearer in higher education department, and these are details of his family members, the name of his father, in Kulgam, are such as to warrant his dismissal from service, whereas the LG is satisfied under subclause C of the provision to clause 2 of Article 311 of the Constitution of India that in the interest of the security of the state, it is not expedient to hold an inquiry in this case. Accordingly, the LG hereby dismisses Mr. Saleem, lab bearer in higher education department, Kulgam, from the service with immediate effect. So this order has been issued by the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu Kashmir, and based on facts the decision has been taken. The LG is satisfied that this action of dismissal is the right step. Another document that we have here is of Abdul Majeed Bhat. This also talks about the dismissal of Abdul Majeed Bhat from the service as constable in Jammu and Kashmir Police. Again, the content is the same as far as the LG's decision is concerned. It is based on facts and circumstances of the case, and on that very basis of the information available about the activities of Abdul Majeed Bhat, the constable in Jammu and Kashmir Police, the LG has ordered dismissal from service. Back to you, Shivya.
All right, so that is the notification that has been put up regarding this crackdown. Thanks, Swati, for joining in. All right, before I come to you, Pradeep, Mr. Lalit is also joining us over the phone line. Mr. Lalit, how do you take this development coming in? Perhaps it's a big crackdown on terror ecosystem by the administration in Jammu and Kashmir.
See, on 5th of August 2019, you begin the process of dismantling of this Islamofascist ecosystem that was prevailing in Kashmir for the past 70 years because of this obnoxious Article 370, and that process of dismantling had begun on that day. And what you're doing now is the logical thing, because Kashmir Jihad is a military problem which has to be tackled militarily. But what allowed it to flourish was Article 370 and this Islamic ecosystem. And this is being dismantled. I think this is what has to be done. Only then you can assume that you are free from the terrorism in Kashmir. I think it's a very good step. It has been concluded and it has been done on a war footing, because these Islamics in every aspect of Kashmiri J&K system has to be checked, has to be checked, and they have to be eliminated. That has to be, otherwise so much of effort cannot help you anyway, because your security grid in Kashmir is so tight, and yet these jihadis are able to breach it wherever they take on Hindus, or they take on Indians lives there. It is only because these snitches, these Islamist snakes are there in the system, and they have to be removed. And I think it's a good thing. We're going to appreciate it. This has to continue. Cleansing of Kashmir system of these Islamists is a logical thing to do. Yeah.
Right, and also these employees were operating in shadows within the government. However, they were helping Pakistani terror outfits. So this development is, of course, giving a fact check when it comes to the operations of such terror networks within Jammu and Kashmir. Well, thank you, Mr. Lalit, for joining in, and Pradeep Datta as well. On that note, we are taking a quick break. We'll be right back.